can get. Okay.
Eh, oh, yep, you got recording showing up there now. Yeah. Okay, the process server is the most important thing. There is only one thing that the judge is going to uh, issue judgment on, and that is the process server has sworn that Jacqueline is that piece of paper.
Right.
So, so you put the process server on the stand and you walk over. Now, I did this way back in 2005. Um, uh, I had um, I was driving without a license. Now, they have to get you to play a role in court. So the role they wanted to play, me to play, was defendant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, so what I said to the prosecutor, I says, I don't believe I'm the defendant. Could you point out the defendant? So what the smart bugger did, oh, I haven't got a bit of paper. Oh, yes, I have. I've got a bit of paper here. Picks up a piece of paper. I don't know whether you can see this, but
Oh yeah.
he picks up a piece of paper and he puts his fingers in the middle like that, and he's pointing to the defendant in
In the
the in the
paper.
paper, and he points over and he says, "That's him over there." And he was pointing pointing to the, so they know. I should have said, could you place your hand on the defendant?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, place your hand on the defendant's shoulder, and but a better way is to say, I have a mirror here. Would you? I can breathe on the mirror to prove I'm alive.
Right.
Is the defendant alive? I'll give you the mirror and you get the defendant to breathe into the mirror. The judge will throw you out of the court because now you've rebutted.
Yeah.
Now you've rebutted the presumption, and that's the only thing that they can get you on, is that you have taken. You got a cat in the background there.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Um, that you don't know who you are, and you've stepped up and become trustee for that deceased estate. Trustee always pays. Now, the final part of it is the judge will say, I hear he'll say, Jennifer, I now find you guilty. Who did he find guilty?
You.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not Jennifer. He would say Jennifer is found guilty of this. He doesn't. He says, Jennifer, I now find you guilty. Yeah. It's all a play on words.
Yes.
Okay, so and I sentence you. And so, well, Your Honor, you're talking about you. So would you please take the stand, or would you stand up? Because I don't know who you is.
Exactly.
It's all trickery. It's all words. So anyway, hope that's cleared up a couple of things for you, Jennifer.
Jacqueline. Yep.
Jacqueline.
That's okay. That's okay. I do want to ask you, because I did want to know. I know we do have a badge maker here, and we may take up doing that for people, kind of like Barry is, but I'm not sure yet. Just because I don't know if I have time to, more than anything. But I wanted to know, when you did your own ID, did you? I know you sent it after you made it, but did you have both of your documents authenticated first, or did you not worry about authenticating them and just created your?
No, mine. If you have a look on my ID, you'll see my MFAT number there. MFAT, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, and that's the number 666. You'll see it on my ID card.
Okay, foreign affairs. So it was authenticated then. So it was authenticated.
Okay, so the first thing is you've got to get your because they can only see certificates. That's why they give you a birth certificate. They can see certificates. Yeah. They can only deal with the dead. They can't deal with the living. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now, the Bible, they tell you that Jesus spoke in parables. Do you have another definition of parables?
Parables? Well, no, I don't, but I mean, I get it. It's, I mean, it's a different language, right? And it is a different language, and it's almost rhythmic, right? It's in a section of fragments of meaning, because it's a code. If it's a code, it's a, it's decide, you got to
Have a look.
decipher
Have a look. Have a look in your.
Oh, there you go. Code. Yeah, there we go. See, code. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a code.
Yeah.
Okay, so when they say that Jesus walked on water, what did they mean?
He wasn't walking on water. Water has a symbology. And I kind of have that. I don't know. Like I mentioned to you there, a friend of mine gave me this symbolic dictionary,
Okay,
and
okay. So
which breaks it down. I mean, and actually, I've had this book for years, and I didn't get it until I watched your videos, and you said it's a merchant rule book. And then when I opened this and read it, oh, did it suddenly make a whole light to me? Like,
okay, so are we on the maritime?
well, we are right now. I am anyway. I'm the one who's still in the maritime, I would guess, because I'm.
Yeah, we're under maritime law. Okay, so you know, a road is actually a sea lane into port.
Right. Okay.
A road is a sea lane into port. You ask a sailor, they'll tell you it's or a merchant marine or anything like that. They'll tell you it's a sea lane into port. So the first thing that the company established was a post office in every continent that they came to. They
Yes.
established a post office, and that is the seat of government. So
Yes.
then the post office extended the sea lanes onto the land. That's why we're under maritime law.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm pleased you're recording this because now you can share this. Apart from all the good work I did before, goodness me, I don't know. Anyway,
To the wicked.
so Jesus walked all over the maritime law.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, he just walked
Okay,
all over it. He took his authority and stood over it. Yeah. Okay.
okay. So once you understand all those little principles, the Bible is the key to it. And I hopefully showed you in the Lord's Prayer, our Father. It's nothing about God. It's our Father who is in
No.
heaven.
Yeah.
Okay, and how do you break the bonds from your Father?
Yeah.
Tells you in that
Your will.
prayer,
You use your will.
thy will
Thy will be done.
be
Yeah.
done. Okay, you have a look at a bank loan, a bank contract, or anything like that. I don't know whether you've been able to find my old videos. I had um, my computer corrupted by a virus, and so I lost my old YouTube channel. So the new YouTube channel doesn't have some of the in-depth ones of my earlier stuff.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Well, I see
but
both of your channels there. I see both of your YouTube channels there. They are there. So I've been able to
okay,
see both. Yeah.
okay, all right. Yeah, we'll see the one I did on the printout. I've just been going through the printout with you, and now you have a copy of it there. I was very fortunate when we went to get that, because we heard the Americans talking about their live birth record, and we didn't have one. So there's three of us. I went and saw Peter and Ben, and I says, right, we're going down and we're going to find what this live birth thing is. And they're all just totally confused. And then finally, one of the girls said, oh, I wonder if it's this. And she came back with it, and I said, yeah, that's it. Anyway, Peter and Ben got theirs. I'm the one who initiates it. And I don't get mine. They says, oh, yours is going to have to come from Wellington.
Oh.
And as fate would have it, theirs were on A3 paper, just ordinary A3 paper.
Okay.
Mine came on A4 security paper.
Oh, interesting.
2 weeks later, I got mine. And that's why I did that one showing what it was about, and I went through everything on the printout showing, how we became a ward of the state, and by entry they entered our property. So everything's about property now. They're looking after our property for us. So um, once you actually get that, you'll find going through the courts will be a lot easier. Someone's making a claim on my property.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
because they're administering your estate, which is your property. So once you learn all these little tricks, you'll find it so much easier. But correct your status is the key to it. And in between time, never argue, never agree, and never go silent. Um, like if
Right.
they don't even pull me up now, but if they did, I would just say, have I been detained?
Yeah.
Once you've been detained, they must read you your rights. And they don't want to do that. They want to get you into contract before they read you your rights.
Ah, okay. They're supposed to do
Okay, so
right.
yeah, the whole idea is if they've got a contract, now they can do anything with you because you have stepped up as trustee for the deceased estate.
Right.
Okay, now they have a contract. Once a contract is formed, then a trust is formed. Okay, now with a trust, you cannot disclose what's in the trust. That's why they won't give you any information.
Yeah.
Because it's now in a trust. Oh, we can't disclose that.
Unless you apply.
So it's just little tricks that you learn. Oh, my birdies are sitting out there waiting for them.
Right.
They come and sit on the fence and squawk away for me to go and put an apple. I go and put an apple on the fence for
They
them.
like it. Oh, nice. Nice.
The little rats.
They know. Yeah, they know where the good stuff is.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a cold, wet day out here, middle of summer, and it's a cold, wet day. So anyway, I better let you go, and hopefully you have gained a little bit of insight there. And
Okay. If something comes up, you don't mind if I drop you an email if something comes up further around the Indigenous stuff, if I have a question and what you think.
yeah,
Sure you need
yeah.
more.
Look, the Indigenous people now they should have. Now you've got a territory up there, Northwest Territories, have you not?
Yeah, that's further though. That's the Inuit. They're further than us. Where I'm kind of talking more along the plains, through the plains.
Hold on. It was a simple question.
Yes, we do.
You have a territory there called the Northwest Territories, do you not?
Yes.
I can see where you get into trouble, Jacqueline. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use them in that order.
I'm the youngest of 7 kids. I didn't get to speak enough and be heard enough the right way as a kid, so it just comes out.
Okay. You have a territory there.
Yes.
That was the answer I was looking for. Okay. Have you ever looked into that territory?
No, I haven't fully though, but I know that territories, no, okay, no, no, I haven't, no, not fully, no, not enough, no.
Do you think perhaps, now, when I'm trying to get information, what am I doing?
What you're
I
asking.
was I was a salesman for 20 years, so I'm just teaching you a few tricks.
Yeah, asking and
Okay.
listening, yeah.
Okay. Do you think a territory is different from a state?
Yes.
Do you think, or have you researched that territory to see whether that is the sovereign nation?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. That kind of makes sense.
If that sovereign nation, and I'll guarantee it is, they put a company in there
Mhm.
to run Canada on behalf of them.
Right.
Oh,
Mhm.
totally new angle on things.
Mhm. Yeah, okay. We're gonna have to look through this now. Thank you.
Okay, now over here, the same as in England, we don't have a territory, but we do have a sovereign nation. Now they always set up a sovereign nation. Now the sovereign nation still exists, but in 1947, it's interesting looking at your act because a lot of things happened in 1947. Mainly that the UN came in and changed the rules. So in 1947, they put the Westminster system of parliament in.
Yes,
Westminster system is church, state, and monarchy.
right.
Okay, so for a company to run under the Westminster system, they have to have permission from the church, they have to have it from the state, and they have to have it from the monarchy.
Interesting.
Okay, you will find that you have a similar situation there. In Australia, they have the Northern Territory. Okay, that's the sovereign state over there.
Okay.
So just a little bit of research along those lines. Talk to the elders. Um, Now, you said they were Inuit or something.
Yeah, that's the description of land area now has been shrunk that it was the Northwest Territories. The Northwest Territories used to come right down to the borderline of the United States.
Yep.
But now it doesn't. It's above the provinces. It's well above the provinces. But this, and I know this because I have family, Indigenous family members who are on registry as being born in the Northwest Territories, which was Saskatchewan at that time. So, okay, that makes sense.
So do a little bit of research on that, and you'll find that they are the ones who are giving, and there will also be a church giving authority to the government to run. And by the way, you've got a dreadful your prime minister's even worse than ours.
Oh, I know. We know.
He's um, son of son of the Cuban prime minister.
Yeah, that's what they say. Eh? Yeah, that's what they figure.
Yeah,
No surprise. I mean, no surprise.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're all interbred. All those people running the
Yeah,
system.
yeah, when you understand the parasitical infection, which is biblical based, that they thrive on. I've done a lot of studies on that end too, and that's the demonic possession. That's what they get taken over by.
Hmm.
It's a parasitical and mind infection.
Oh, look, I'll cover one thing, and a lot of people have. This will probably be my final thing here. A lot of people don't realize what's happening now, and this is what I was going on about before. That I've been part of the Great Awakening or waking people up for a long, long time now. But part of that is the we're moving into the age of Aquarius.
Right.
Okay. So when Moses came down from the mountaintop, they were still worshipping Taurus the bull.
Right.
So he smashed the stones down and says, "We're now worshipping the goat."
Mm.
He probated the Testament and brought in a New Testament. You might want to go back over this a few times, okay?
Yeah, no,
Because what
I'm my thoughts are on another story, an indigenous end of the story of the four stones, and Moses was given one, and there were three other tribes that were given them also. So that's where I'm viewing what you're saying from.
Okay, so what happened was Jesus, after their 2,000 years of the goat, which I think is Libra, is it Libra the goat?
Okay.
After 2,000 years, because it's every 2,000 years we move on the precession of the equinoxes, we moved into the age of Pisces. So Jesus brought in a New Testament. Now, the Old Testament was run by the Levite priests, and the New Testament has been run by the Melchizedek priests. So Jesus probated the Old Testament. It became the last will and testament. And Jesus ushered in the age of Pisces, which was the New Testament.
Right.
Now, someone, and I believe it'll be Trump, will bring in the New Testament and probate the age of Pisces and bring in the New Testament, which is the 1,000 years of peace that we've been promised. Okay, so just learning those things will help to see. Some people are still living in the Old Testament, but if you look at that and you're going to live in the Old Testament, then you've got to take an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, and you've got to sacrifice young children. Oh yes, some of them are.
Okay, I get it.
Ah, okay. All right. So the New Testament will be probated, and then we will move into the new age, which is the age of Aquarius. Okay. So this is what the whole thing is about, waking people up so that we can all move in. Now, there are also different timelines, and I believe the timelines will merge. So, you know, there may be 2, 3, or 4 different timelines on this earth. I don't know.
No, I know.
I don't know.
I know
But
what you mean. Yeah.
those timelines will merge, and then from what I see is that the people who have been running this system for the last 2,000 years have just caused argument and fight and everything like that. You know, don't read that in the good book.
No,
And
not what it's
when
supposed
it, when I have people come and knock on the door and say, look, we'd like you to join our church, and I say, look, the moment that you can show me in the good book where it says you must argue and fight to prove that you're right, I said, I'll join your church, because I can't find it in your good book. And they, well, it's not in there. No. Well, why do you argue and fight with everyone else? Anyway, I'll leave that with you.
Okay, that's great. Thanks for your time, Bill. Appreciate it so much.
Beg your pardon?
Thanks for your time so much. You know, I appreciate that, your time.
No problem. All the best.
Okay, and to you.
Okay. See ya.
Bye.